violent delights have violent ends. I'm Bri Crash, and this is Crash Course, and today we are doing William Shakespeare's classic Romeo and Juliet. No, I'm just kidding. We're doing Westworld. The highly anticipated third season is finally back after a long hiatus, and I'm going to do a look inspired by some robot realness. The hosts are out of the park, they're in the future, they're killing people right and left, and it's everything that we want and more from this show. So let's get into it. First step is primer. So we have the NYX Bear With Me primer that's got a little bit of a tint, which I really like. People didn't like Westworld initially because they felt like it was like slow, it was like in this Western situation, but now we're in the future. Everyone's got slicked back hair, there's floating cars, and I am here for it. So I'm essentially going to do my human face, but I want it to look like half of it's been ripped off and you can see my robot inner workings on the inside. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is take my Suit of Beauty in grease, and I'm going to start outlining the shape that I want. So like I said, Dolores has left the park. She stole all of these data balls with her. I think that they're called pearls because everyone loves a pearl. And she's now in Singapore, and she's just like seducing millionaires right and left, trying to break down this nefarious data situation that's happening. It's kind of parallel to a lot of the topics and debates that we're having in the real world right now about privacy. So essentially, Dolores is looking for Mark Zuckerberg. She's breaking into homes, she's taking over their computer systems, and she's just like, you know, murdering people right and left. And now I'm just gonna start kind of sectioning my face off with this black to make it look like the gears that are kind of inside my face. And now I'm going to go in with some silver grease paint, and I'm going to just fill in the holes. So Dolores is a damsel in distress, but she's actually a damsel in distress in disguise because she purposely is like getting captured. They think that like, oh, there's this like beautiful woman with like chic wardrobe and slick back hair and we can just like, you know, kill her or whatever. But then she's like, pop, 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 just kidding. I'm a robot. And while she's doing that, there's this like weird like social network of like crimes you can do. It's like seamless except for, you know, you can order crimes. And Jesse Pinkman, what is his real name? It doesn't matter. Jesse Pinkman is there, and he's like just doing crimes. While he's doing it, he sees these like thugs taking a passed out Dolores out of like a chopper, and he's just like, hey, 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 what's going on? And they're like, don't worry about it. Go back to selling meth. And so he's like, okay. So he just kind of like leaves, but then his conscience gets the best of him because he's a thief with a heart of gold and a dark backstory. And so he goes to find her, but then, haha, joke's on him because Dolores doesn't need saving because she just killed all those guys. And she's just like, oh, I'm hurt. And then he's like strolling down and he's like, oh, hello, beautiful woman that I don't know is a robot. Do you need help? And she's like, and so he's like, I got you. And so he saves her. I think the reason that Westworld really is resonating with me is because I'm in quarantine at the moment. And I feel like a host myself because every day I wake up and I do the same thing. I'm just stuck on this loop. I wake up, I move to the couch, I eat too much candy, I take a nap, I bake a lot of unnecessary baked goods. Oh my God, the other day I baked a whole chocolate cake and I literally ate the whole thing. Calories don't matter in quarantine life, right? So now that I've got the basic silver in, I'm going to just go in with this, it's like a white highlighter, and I'm just gonna use this to set it because I don't wanna lose very much of the shine and shimmer of this silver. Even though it's confusing and I don't ever know what's going on, one of the things that I love about this season is that Dolores went from Little House on the Prairie, she plugged into that internet, she downloaded all the fashion history, and she decided to become Trinity from The Matrix meets Boss Bitch CEO. She slicked that hair back, she threw all the color away in her wardrobe, and she walks in with a pantsuit like it is her job. She was like, y'all made me wear a prairie dress for 2 seasons and now she's here and she's wearing Givenchy. I cannot. Even when she's murdering people, she looks chic doing it, which that's always the goal. If you're gonna murder somebody, make sure you look good. Hashtag looks that kill. There are so many of these like future things that I want to have in my real life. And like, I don't condone drug use, but there's a drug in this future called genre, I think. It gives you like a hallucination that puts you into like different genres of movies. He goes through like all of these sequences. There's like a romance sequence, there's like a horror sequence. They're all with like Dolores because obviously he loves her because look at her. I'm trying to think of what movie I would want to go into. Oh my God. Can you imagine getting a simulation with Call Me By Your Name and it's just like you, Timothée Chalamet, and Armie Hammer, and you're just like, hey guys, I'm here too. And they're just like, And Armie Hammer's like, you call me by your name and I'll call me by mine or whatever. And they're like, Elio. And he's like, Oliver. And then I'm like, Bri. And they're like, get out, Bri. You have your own room. And I'm just like, I just want to be involved. That's what my genre would be. Anyway, we've gotten off topic. So I'm just going back in, by the way, and I'm just cleaning up some of these lines that got messed up when I put the silver in. So right now, I look like I'm about to attend the Met Gala in 2016, but don't worry, we're gonna make it even better. I'm gonna go in with my favorite palette of all time, the Kesha Rose for the Win palette, and I'm going to go into this color Blow, which is this really cool purpley color. I want it to feel like iodized metal. So I'm gonna use the color Tonight to just give some more shading. So another fun fact that you may or may not know about Westworld, the original is from the 70s, and before that it was a book, and it was written by Michael Crichton, who wrote such faves as Jurassic Park. Once I heard that, it makes complete sense. He loves a park gone crazy. He loves a trapped host that is breaking free and murdering people a la Velociraptor. It's very on brand for him. And I'm gonna go in with Tonight under my eye. I also want to add in some sharper highlights. I'm going to grab Suva Beauty Hydro Liner in Silver Lining. So now I've got these little spots that I want to put some like red lights in. I'm gonna go in with the color Cherry Bomb, which is this really nice red. I'm also gonna add little dots for like little screws that are holding all my parts in. It seems weird that we would have like a society that was so advanced, but still have so much crime in it. And that makes me feel like things are not what they seem. I've been practicing my dramatic pauses because I want to be cast as an extra on Westworld, so HBO, if you watch this, cast me! Oh, I gotta do my screws. I gotta screw myself. If I could pick one person to come back, it would be Teddy because he is just beautiful. Just look at him. Ugh. So I'm gonna use some tin foil and I wanna make it look like it's like ripping out of my face. So I just have this eyelash adhesive. So I'm literally just gonna glue this to my face. And it might be a disaster. We'll see. I'm just gonna wait for a second for this to dry. What are you guys gonna eat for lunch? Probably have a sandwich or something. Oh, it's not sticking the way I want it to. This is a disaster! But it's ripping it away. It's like sculpting. I am the sculptor. My medium is tinfoil. I am the Michelangelo of Reynolds Wrap. Now that I've got this in here and I look perfect, I just want to kind of balance my face out. I'm gonna take some foundation. Dolores' makeup is just like flawless, always. Whether she's serving Home on the Prairie or Future Realness, it's just on point. I'm gonna go back in with Tonight from this Kesha palette, just to bring the looks together on each side. I'm going to use this Haus Laboratories liquid shadow in Chained Ballerina and just add a little bit to my lid. And then finally some mascara. I think that this is the final look. I am very satisfied with it, even though I don't look like it. I just can't smile because there's tinfoil glued to my face. I also love this season of Westworld so far. Like I said, I love the future building. I love how fantastic all the style is, especially Dolores. I'm confused most of the time and I don't know what's going on, but I'm still gonna watch it. My name is Bri Crash and this has been Crash Course. If there is a pop cultural moment that you want me to do a look inspired by, comment below. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, I don't know, what do I even say? Don't glue tinfoil on your face.